What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Liezel, also known as Withlove Liezel on all my social media platforms. If you are here for the first time, I hope you stay, I hope you subscribe, I hope you like and become part of my family. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back, you guys, and thank you for being here. So on today's episode, I'm coming to you with a story time of how I waited 10 years for God to come through for me. So this video or the story time, it is not to discourage you, it is not to demotivate you, it's not to put a damper on your faith or your spirit or your hope, but it is to encourage you and let you know that at the right time God will come through for you, and at the right time God will open the door for you. It is also to encourage you that the way we measure time and the way God measures time, it's not the same. To us, we measure it, you have the waiting period and then it's taking more time for the process to take place. But with God, He lets us wait, and then when things happen, it happens swiftly, it happens quickly, it happens like it's just flowing, okay? So I'm going to share my story with you, and I hope that you will be encouraged by this to not give up and not lose hope and not lose faith, because help is on its way. So let's get into the story time. So I just to give you some context of the story, so I matriculated in the year 2010. From there I went to college, to a FET college, where I studied business management. It was a 3-year diploma. So with the 3-year diploma, when you study at the FET college, you do 18 months theory and then you do 18 months practical, which is your internship. So after my 18 months theory at the college, I then went on to, so the agreement was that the college will then place you in an internship in the first 3 to 4 months, and if they do not find anything for you within the first 3 to 4 months, then you are more than welcome to find your own internship or job or whatever it is. So I finished my 18 months theory at the college, and then from there I went, the college placed me at a company to do my internship for 18 months, right? So now I'm working at this place, and it's like chill, it's fine. It's like not a lot of like, not complicated work, but it's like basic. And the money that they paid was basically just traveling allowance and not much. But I took the job because I wanted the work experience and I wanted to get done with the course. So from there, 7 to 8 months, I think 8 months into the internship, they call me in and they say, listen, we are going to speak to the college and we don't have the workload to keep you here for a full 18 months, and we don't have a placement for you to place you like in a specific role for 18 months. So we are going to communicate with the college and we are going to terminate the contract. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll also speak to them on my side and then I will hear what they have to say. So right then the contract ended, the internship ended after 8 months, and I still had a whole 12 months that I had to do. I phoned the college and I'm like, listen, so by now you might have heard that the contract ended and I need to do my another 12 months. Do I look for another job? Do I find something on my own, or will you guys get me in somewhere else? And the lady was so kind and she was so nice, and she's like, no, don't worry about it. I'll see on my side if there's anything available. If there is, I will place you, but if there's nothing, then you are more than welcome to get something like on your own. I'm like, okay, cool. Now she phones me. Now she asked me to come and meet with her. I go to her and she says, listen, you know, already done 8 months of internship and you just need 12 months, okay? But now I do have a placement for you, but the placement is for a full 18 months, which means you will have to start your internship from scratch. I'm like, no, that's fine. I don't have a problem. It's more work experience. And just like, okay, cool. So I'm going to place you at The 18-month contract was at government. I'm like, perfect. So now, guys, I'm already thinking, okay, I'm going to be placed at government for 18 months to do my internship. So I have 18 months to work my butt off, to do the best that I can, to show these people that I'm capable, to show these people that I'm the person for the job. Like, I have 18 months to like show them that they need to employ me permanently. Because when I studied and after I studied, my mind, everything like in my mind said like you need to find a permanent job. Because in my mind I thought, listen, you're done with school, you did a course, and now you are stepping into the working environment. So if you can get a permanent job at this young age, then like you're already building like your finances, and you're in a good space, like you're secured, you sorted for life and whatever. That was my mindset. And I thought like people who have permanent jobs is like they set for life, like their life is like everything is going for them, they don't have issues, they don't have struggles, they don't have problems, like that is what I thought. And I thought if I could get a permanent job, then I will be like that girl. Then I started at the government with my internship for 18 months, and it was going nice, it was going good, everything was nice. The stipend that they paid me, it was amazing, much more than I expected. The traveling to work was not far from where I was staying, so that was perfect. The work itself, it was nothing to stress about, so that was perfect, everything was good. Okay, so I was like, okay, I'm going to do everything I can, I'm going to put my best foot forward, I'm going to work as hard as I can, I'm going to go the extra mile, all of this, all of this, all of this. So once I'm done with this 18 months, then these people will say, you know what, you deserve a permanent job. Like you deserve a permanent job because you've been going, like all of these things. That was what I thought. Okay, so now go the 18 months pass, and the 18 months pass, and now my contract is coming to an end. And those people is saying to me, listen, thank you for your service, thank you for your time, thank you for all your hard work, but unfortunately there is no permanent vacancies or placements that we have available. All the best with your future plans. So guys, after all this hard work and everything, that was the end of my internship. I was like, okay, cool. I am now at home, I'm not working, and I'm now applying and looking for work because I now need a job. Like I can't sit at home and do nothing and not earn money, and so I need a job. So from there, I'm at home now, I'm not working, I'm looking for work. Like I was in such a rush and in such a hurry with getting, like, wanting to work, wanting to do this and all of that. So I was at home applying left, right, and center, getting unsuccessful. Your application has been unsuccessful. Your application has been unsuccessful. Then I got a call from um, government again, and they asked me to come and work for them for 3 months. But this was now in a whole different department as to where I did my internship. And they're like, okay, come through for an interview. We want to employ you for a 3-month contract. I'm like, listen, and I already know like stuff. I now already have like knowledge or skill on the work, and I'm not working. I am at home, so I have nothing to lose. So I went for the contract and I worked there for 3 months. After the 3 months, they're like, okay, thank you for your time. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your commitment, but this is it. All the best with your future plans. I'm like, okay. Yes, reg so. Yes, reg so. Now I am back to the drawing board. I'm at home. Okay. So now, guys, I am in this place of my life where I'm like, I thought that when I'm done studying, it's going to be like apply and get the interview and get the job and become permanent, and there you go, Bob's your uncle. And clearly this was not the case. So I'm thinking to myself, Lord, I need to now negotiate with God, you know. I'm like, God, I need a job. And not a 3 month here, 2 month there, 5 month there. I need a job. I need a real job. I need to earn real money because I need to save. I need to do this. I need like all of that. I was like negotiating with God. And God, I'm sure God was like, chill, just chill, relax, just the opposite. I got a call from an agency. No, someone asked for my CV. I gave my CV to them, and 2 weeks later I got a call from an agency, and the agency was recruiting for a big company, and they had my CV. So they phoned me for an interview. I went for the interview, got the job, and I worked there the contract was for 6 months, and after every 6 months they extended my contract, and then it ended up like, so while I was working here at this company, I was like, this is my opportunity, this is my chance. I'm going to learn as much as I possibly can. I'm going to learn as much skill as I can. Everything I can learn, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go the extra mile. I'm going to do more than anyone and everyone else, because I need this job to turn into a permanent, like I need this contract to turn into a permanent job. And I was just doing the most. I'm telling you, I was doing the most. I was doing more than what was expected of me. I was doing more than what a permanent staff was doing. I was just doing the most. Okay, if they said we need you to do this, I was there. If they said we need you to do that, I was there. If they said we work overtime, I would work. Like, I did the most, right? Because in my mind, you can tell me to do A, B, C, D, F, and G, but I have a goal. Like, I have a vision. I have a plan. Like, I have something that I'm working towards. So you can do you and I will do me, right? That was what I thought. Then I worked. And then while I was there, I was also applying because now it was already like the first 6 months, the second 6 months. And now I'm thinking to myself, like, no one is saying anything. This people is not saying like, oh, we're going to make you permanent. Oh, we got like none of that. There was no conversation of that. So now I'm thinking to myself, listen, you need to step up and do what you need to do. So I started applying for jobs in other departments, and nothing came of that. And then eventually in the last 6 months of this 2-year contract, the company advertised vacancies for the department that I was in and for the role that I was in. Fine. I apply for the vacancies, I go for an interview, and while I'm waiting on the feedback of the interview, I find out that the vacancies has been frozen. So basically, they are not going to employ anyone. They are not, like, the recruiting process stops like right there and then. So now I'm like, this is now my 4th contract, 6-month contract, and I really thought this would now turn into that permanent job that I want. And I went for the interview, did everything. Like, I have the skill now. I have I have what is needed. And this people is telling me that the vacancies has been frozen. I'm like, okay. Now I'm working, I'm still doing, I'm still giving, still hoping, still hoping like something is going to happen, like something. I'm like, Lord, please, I need you to step in and like shift things around. And unfortunately, that did not happen. So after the 2 years, again, they were like, thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your commitment. All the best with your future plans. After a whole 2 years, Oh, 2 years. Wow. So at this point, guys, I remember I've now done 18 months at government. I've done another 3 months at government. I've done 2 years at this big company that did not give me a permanent job. After everything I've done, I'm like, Lord, where are you? So at this point in time, guys, I'm frustrated because I'm aging at this point, and I have plans and I have goals. Like, because in my mind, I thought to myself, like, there's certain things that you can only do when you are a permanent employee. Like, if you are working a contract, I don't think that you can even apply for a clothing account if you are on a contract. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you cannot do while you're working on contract. You need to be a permanent employee. So because it's more for security purposes, like you will be able to keep up with your payments and all of that, blah, blah. I'm not going to go into that detail, but there was a lot of things that I could not do while working on contract, and I really wanted to do stuff. I really wanted to do things, and I really wanted to, like, plan way forward and all of this, but it just did not happen. So at this point, guys, I'm frustrated. At this point, I'm annoyed. At this point, I'm like, why? Like, just why? Like, how? Because, like, hey, anyway, so I'm done with my 2 years there. Contract ends. Right? I'm applying for permanent jobs, guys. My mind is nowhere else, but I need to land a permanent job. I need to land a permanent job because I need to have medical aid, I need to have benefits, I need to have a provident fund, I need to have all of these things. So one day if I decide to retire or early retire, then I do have some funds, Like, it was just a lot, and it was just not going. It was just not working the way I wanted it to work. So now I'm at home again. I'm like, yo, this is so boring. This is so annoying, and this is so tiring. Because the point of this is, every time that you work on a contract or that you start a new contract, at this point, guys, I was tired of being the new girl. Okay? I was tired of being the new girl. I was tired of being the new temp worker. I was tired of being introduced to people all the time. I was tired of, at the end of the contract, thank you for your time. Thank you for your hard work. All the best with your future plans. Goodbye. I was tired of that, and I was dark, because every time it's like, hi, this is the new girl. Hi, this is the new girl. Hi, this is Liezel, the new girl. Liezel was tired of being the new girl. So anyway, contract ended, and then I was at home. I applied for permanent jobs and nothing came. I was like, oh, it's annoying. I got a call again from government, and they're like, hi, Liezel, we want to offer you we have a 4-month contract available in a department within government. Would you be interested? I'm like, I'm not earning a dime. I am at home. I am bored at this point. Sure, I'll be there. Started working there and worked there for 4 months. To be honest with you, going into that contract, I did not have any expectations for, like, to become permanent or for this contract to become anything, because it was nothing challenging. It wasn't like a skill that I didn't need a skill to do the work. Like, it was basically data capturing. Okay, so it was basic, and like there was no expectations, nothing. To me, I walked in there, was like, okay, I'm going to do my 4 months. When I'm done with my 4 months, it's a wrap. 4 months was done. Then I got a call from this company where I worked for 2 years. The same company. I got a call from the agency again, and they're like, "Hi Liezel, the same company, the same department, the same work that you did before. They need you to come and help them out for 3 months." I'm like, what is this people doing? Like, what are they doing? I'm like, okay, no problem, I'll go. I'm going for the 3 months, and I get there, I have a meeting with the boss, and the boss is like, "Listen, so we took you on for the 3 months, and while you are here, right, we are going to advertise permanent vacancies, this role that you're current." Number one, in my mind, I'm thinking, why must you advertise the vacancies if you already know what I can do, what I produce, what my work ethic and my, like, why must we do that? Like, why must we go through all of that and have an interview and having this, like, why? Just tell me why. Why can't you just have a discussion with whoever you need to have a discussion with, and like do the right thing? You know, that was in my mind. And this lady saying to me like, so we are going to advertise the vacancies if you want to. If you want to, you can apply for the vacancies, and then let's see what happens. I'm like, okay. So after my 2 years of working my butt off, you're calling me back for another 3 months. You are saying that I must still be in competition with whoever. Okay, it's fine, no problem at all. Kind regards, Liezel. So now I'm working for the 3 months, and they advertise the vacancy, and I apply for the vacancies, and I'm like, okay, this is good, this seems promising, this is going to work out in my favor, and all of that, and like, it's going right. Everyone is excited, everyone is like, Liezel, you must apply, and you stand a good chance, and like, you can do this, and all of this. And now I'm applying for the vacancy, and I'm now just waiting. Every day people is asking me, did you get a call, did you get the email, I'm like, guys, you're not making it any easier at this point. So now I got the call and whatever, and I went for an interview went well, and now I'm sitting and I'm waiting for the feedback of the interview. I kid you not. While I was waiting for my feedback, I found out that the vacancies has been frozen. What? Who? How? Like, what? Again? Like, again? Tell me you're joking. Tell me you're kidding. Tell me like I didn't hear like right or something. Like, can't be. And I go to this person, the manager, and I'm like, is this true? Like, is this for real? Is this like, she's like, yeah, we weren't in time for the whatever. She speak like protocol and processes and all of those things to me, and I'm like, at this point I'm not even interested as to what needs to be done, how, like, I'm not interested in that, okay? At this point I'm so like, yo, I can't even explain how I felt in that moment. And I was not nice. I promise you, I was not nice. I was not a nice person. I was not nice, okay? I was not nice. What I said and how I reacted and all of that is not important for now. But I was not nice. Because guys, I was disappointed. I was angry. And it's not that I put my trust and things in this people or in this person or whatever. The thing that made me more angry or that disappointed me so much more was the fact that, like, I prayed for this, you know, I prayed to God, and I was like, Lord, please, this is my second time here, and this is my how many contract already. I really need you to come through for me. Like, do something, like something. Like, I was praying, I was fasting, I was doing everything that I needed to do, like for God just to come through for me. And it did not happen. Like, I was so disappointed. Like, guys, I was mad, to be honest with you. At this point, I was like, yo, there's not even words of how I really felt. Because can you imagine, like, you have this picture in your mind and things is just going the opposite direction. Like, you going this way and things is just happening for you the opposite direction. And I'm like, I am in total disbelief. Like, I am in total disbelief. Now, I must say, I'm not going to leave this part out. With every contract that I had, with every job that I got, right? The salary was good. The money was good. And every time I got a contract, it was more than what I got from the previous contract. Okay? I must say that. So one of my fears that I had at the time was the day that I get the job that I really want, or the day that I land that permanent job that I so desperately wanted, all these people, and maybe it's not at this company, maybe it's not at government, maybe it's at a total different company. That was my thinking. Like, maybe I land a permanent job at a total different company. But what if I land that job and they won't be able to pay me the money that I was receiving here, or at government, or at whatever company before? You know, that was my fear. That was really my fear, because I was like, this people is earning, I'm working on a contract years, this people is earning me good money, they paying me good money, I'm earning good money, and I have no complaints where the salary is concerned, and every time it's like increasing. And at this point I'm thinking, I just have a fear that the company that is going to give me that permanent job that I really want, are they going to level up to the, like, they must step it up, not level up, they must step it up, so they must then give me more than what I was getting. And that was my fear. So that is why I also just wanted to land the job, because I don't want to get to a company, they say, okay, we're employing you permanent, but you need to go back in. That would not have been a vibe. I didn't become permanent then after the 3 months. The 3-month contract ended. We had, they said to me, like, listen, don't like apply still and what. I said, listen, bye. Just bye, okay? Don't even ask me anything. Don't even, like, I literally said to them, don't message me, don't email me, don't phone me, nothing. Just bye. Okay, like I said to you, I was not nice at this point. I was not a nice person at this point, because there was frustration, there was anger, there was a lot of things, and I was not a nice person. So I said, I don't want to hear from you, I don't want to see you, I don't want you to text me, like, bye. I'm at home again, and I'm back to my drawing board, and I'm like, I'm at home, I'm not working, I'm unemployed, and I need to now I need to level up in my faith or something. Like, I need to do something, because clearly something is not working. Clearly whatever I'm doing is not working, and clearly I'm not doing something right. Like, I need to check myself. I need to pull myself towards myself. After the 3-month contract, I'm at home, and a week later, this agency that I was working now for the 3-month contract, this agency phones me, and this lady's like, hi Liezel, how are you, and blah 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 blah, we have a contract available for you. Now when I heard that word contract, I was already switched off. Okay, I was already switched off. Why? Just like, we have a contract available for you at the same company, but in a different department. I'm like, okay, let me hear. What's it about? Like, let's hear you out. Okay. Liezel, I know that blah 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 blah, but it is a 1 month contract. 1 month. Like 1 month contract. I'm like, what? Can you maybe repeat that sentence again? It is a 1 month contract, but we never know what it might turn. Like, guys, I was desperate at this point, but I was not that desperate. Like, I was not that desperate to go work for a 1 month contract. And this is not even in the department that I was working. This was not even the work that I was doing before. This is a total different department, total different work, total different screens and blah blah whatever. And you are telling me that these people need me for a 1 month contract? Are you serious? And at this point I was shouting. I was shouting at God. I'm like, it was too much. It was too much. I was in disbelief. I could not believe it. I could not wrap my head around it. I was like, there is no way. 1 month contract, guys. I said to the lady, you know what, thank you for calling me. Thank you for considering me. Unfortunately, I will not be taking the offer. Thank you so much. Bye. 1 month. Imagine. Guys, at certain companies, for them to get you your password, to get you your login details and whatever, it already takes almost a month. It already takes 2 weeks or whatever time frame. So goodbye. After that, guys, I was now still at home, and I was like, I declined the 1 month contract, and I was at home, and these people then I got a call from government again. I'm just going contract 1, contract 2, contract, like, it's just like this, you know. So now I'm getting a call again from government, and they are saying like they have a 6 month contract available for me, and I'm like, okay, cool, let's do this, let's see, maybe I can go back to being the best that I can be, doing the best that I can do, going the extra mile, going beyond, like doing all of those things, hoping and praying and trusting that this will turn into a permanent job. And then I went for the 6 month contract. Guys. At this point, like I said, I was angry. Yes, I was a lot of things. But when I stepped into this contract and into this department and everything, there was such a peace. There was such a peace that came upon me that was unexplainable. There was a peace when I started this job. It was different from all the other jobs. It was different from all the other contracts. It was just different. And there was a peace that I could not explain. And I started there, I had an interview, and the person said to me, okay, if you can maybe start maybe the following day. And I was like, no problem, I can do that. I am available. I am here, you know. And I started I started this job at the end of January 2020, right? Not knowing that there was a pandemic on its way, not knowing that we are going to have a virus called COVID-19. So yeah, I'm starting a brand new job, brand new contract, and it is at government, and salary is good, working hours is good, everything is fine, right? And I must say, guys, that when I worked at this company, when I worked in this, at this, like doing this specific contract. Like I said, it was very different. It was really, it was nice, you know. I was working like independently. I was working alone, and I didn't have a team that I worked in. I didn't have a big group that I worked with or nothing like that. Like I worked by myself. It was just me. I worked alone, and I had this one person that I was reporting to, and that was it. There was no extra voices, nothing, nothing, nothing. It was just me working, doing my work. This is what you're supposed to do, and this is what you're doing. And there was this one person that I was reporting to. And not that I cannot work in a team, or I cannot work in a group, or I cannot work like it's not that I cannot do that. Remember, I've been doing it. I've been doing it for years. I've been doing it. It's just it was something different for me. It was really refreshing to just be by myself, in my own thoughts, do my work, deliver what needs to be delivered, and not having this one said this one said that, this one give this, like let Liezel do this, Liezel can do that. Like I didn't have that. Like I didn't have many bosses around me and people delegating their work to other people, and um everyone wanting to be in charge, and like I didn't sit with that problem, you know. I didn't have that, and that was really refreshing. That was refreshing for me because I was like in my zone. I get to the office in the morning, I know what I need to do, I know exactly what I need to do, I do what I need to do. I work like at my own pace, in my own time, the way I like to do things. I like, guys, it was very nice. It was so nice. It was so nice. The person that I was reporting to, guys, I've met nice people before, but this person, he exceeded nice. This person was really nice and very kind, and we worked very well together. The work that I was doing, it was something totally different, something totally out of my comfort zone, but it was good. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed working there. I enjoyed the work that I was doing. I enjoyed everything. Then COVID hit. Now the first thing that went through my mind, listen, it's COVID, people is going to work from home now, and you're not going to be considered to work from home because jy's maar 'n kontrakwerkertjie. Like jy's maar 'n tempie. Jy's like 'n kotsokkie. Jy's nog wat sê. But you know what? God has been so good and so faithful. Like I started end of Jan, and COVID was in March, so I had like March. So I had like 2 months to like show these people I am the person for the job. I can do this work. Like I am a hard worker and all of that. I had 2 months to do that. And after that, when COVID hit, they were like, listen, we are going to let you also work remotely, and we are going to provide you with the equipment that you need, and you can still do your work. You can still earn a salary in COVID. You can still work in COVID. You can work like from the comfort of your own home. And I was like, wow. So that was a blessing, guys. That was a real blessing. I was so grateful for that, because a lot of people lost their jobs during COVID. A lot of people did not work during COVID. There was no income during COVID. People couldn't go outside, nothing. I still had a job. I had a job, even though I was on contract, yes, but I was so grateful for that contract. Like I appreciated that contract so much, you know, that I was actually embarrassed of all the other times that I was frustrated and angry and mad and blah. I was embarrassed that I was doing the most before that, because again, God just showed me, listen, relax. I've got you. So yeah, guys, I was working during COVID. I had a salary, and I worked, like I said, it was a 6-month contract. 6 months ended to be a year and 8 months. Like, wow, look at God. Like, I worked and I still earned, and I could still like do things, and I could still save money. I could do a lot with what I was earning. And yeah, and then I worked there. Then after the like close to the end of the 18 months, so I have a meeting with the person that I'm reporting to, and the person is saying, listen, your contract is coming to an end, and I'm looking at extending your contract for more time, and I'm just waiting to have a meeting with the right people, and blah 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 blah. Guys, I felt so sad for the first time. Like all the other contracts that I worked, I was like, okay, bye. Julle wil nie vir my permanent maak nie, so vir wat wil julle nog praat van all the best with your future plans en allemaal? Nee, ek stel belang nie. Nee, ek stel belang nie. Okay? But with this one, guys, so I felt really sad because this person that I was reporting to is like, listen, I'm waiting to have a meeting to have your contract extended and blah 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 blah. And I said to this person, so at this point, you guys, this was in June, right? This was in June 2021. So at this point, I was 8 months pregnant. Yes, guys, I was 8 months pregnant. I didn't say anything. I didn't disclose nothing. And when this guy said to me, listen, I want to extend your contract more, and I had to break it to him, and I said, listen, thank you so much. Like, I will forever be grateful that I worked with you, that our paths crossed, everything, because wow, it was an amazing person to report to. And I said to him, unfortunately, I won't be able to take the extension because I am 8 months pregnant and I am due in July 2021. Yay! And like an adult, this person says to me, you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. It's fine. It's okay. You're all good. And I said my contract is ending on the 30th of June and I am ready to go. I'm going to prep for my baby that is on its way. And then that happened, guys. And now I was in that last month of I was going to give birth, and I was just like, you know what? This was really a good 18 months, and it was really a good job. It was good. Everything was good about it, but this happened. So I guess it's not what the Lord has planned for me. So now I'm at this point, I don't want to work now. I don't need a job. I'm going to give birth now and I'm going to be a mommy, and a job is the last thing on my mind at this point. So I had that attitude. After all the times that I was like, Lord, I need a job. I need you to open the door for me. I need you to come through for me. I need you to... After all of that, I was like, I'm about to be a mommy and that will be my job. So, and anyway, then I worked, and then my contract ended that 30th of June 2021. I gave birth in July 2021. I was on full on mommy mode. I took care of my baby. I did everything by myself. Remember, it was still COVID, so I couldn't, people couldn't come and I couldn't go outside. So there wasn't really much. So I was in full on mommy mode, and yeah, it was amazing. It was great. And then people thought I was on maternity leave, my family and friends and all of that. They thought I was on maternity leave, and I had to tell them, I was honest with them, and I said, look, I'm not on maternity leave. I was on a contract and my contract ended. So I'm unemployed and I will most probably start looking for work in the new year. And that was the story that I told everyone, which was true, but that is what I said to everyone. But again, I believe in the power of the tongue and I believe in what we speak, whether it's negative or whether it's positive. I believe in what you speak has got power. So in my mind, I thought everyone is going to ask me, are you on maternity leave? When are you going back to work? How long? Like, everyone is going to ask me that, but I'm just going to keep it real with them, and I'm going to say what it is, how it went down. And in that like sentence, I said to them, I will start looking for work in the new year. Little did I know that while I was saying that, just because the Lord was listening, it was like, I've got you. I hear you. Like, I'm with you, right? So I was not looking for work. Like I said, I was in full on mommy mode. I was not looking for work, and I was not even trying to apply nothing, because I was really enjoying this bubble that I was in, this phase that I was in, having a newborn and all of this. So now the Lord was hearing and the Lord was listening to me. So now come 2022, and I get a call very early in the year. I think January. Was it? Yeah, I think in Jan. I'm not sure if it was the December, December of the previous year, or if it was January, but somewhere. Got a call from an ex-colleague of mine, and this person is like, Liezel. Now this is for the company that I contracted for through the agency for 2 years, and then for 3 months, and then they phoned me back for a 1 month. This is now the same company, right? So ex-colleague of mine phones me unexpectedly, out of the blue, out of nowhere, and she's like, hi Liezel, they are going to advertise permanent vacancies in our department, and I told them about you, that you have the knowledge, you have the skill and all of this, but you need to apply. And I'm like, and she's like, I know how you feel. I know what you're going to say. I know that you want nothing to do with these people at this point in time, but please give it a try. I'm like, no. Like, no. There's no way. And she's like, Liezel, like, don't worry, what happened in the past happened, and like, just give it a try. We're under new management. Things have changed and all of this. I'm like, I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what lies they came up with, but no, I'm not interested. I'm not going to apply. She's like, no, but think about, you have a baby now, and blah, 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 and all of this stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'll think about it. Okay. In my mind, I was like, must I go? Mustn't I go? Like, okay. So now she phones me again. It's like, Liezel, did you think about it? Like, are you going to apply? Please apply. I'm like, okay. So I applied with a mindset like, whatever. I'm just going to send the CV and not even going to give a blank. Okay. Then I applied, and not long after that, I got a call for an interview. I'm like, here we go again. Here we go again. And at this point, I wasn't even like, oh, I have an interview tomorrow, I must get myself together. I was not doing that. I was not having that moment, and I was not doing that. I was just like, I have an interview tomorrow. Let's see how it's going. So that attitude at this point, because remember, I've been disappointed from the same company. I've been like, we are not on terms at the moment. We are not on terms, right? So now I'm just there, and I'm like, okay, I have an interview, and the interview was it was not in person, it was on Teams, and I was like, okay, I'm not even going to switch on my camera. That is how never-minded I am. Okay. So I am in the interview, and interview go well. They send me an assessment, everything goes well. They phone me and they tell me, hi Liezel, congratulations, your application has been successful. You are starting in February. Yeah! Unfortunately, guys, that was not my reaction. That was not my reaction. I'm not even going to sit here and lie and say that I was so excited, I was so happy. That was not my reaction. My reaction was, Okay, thank you. Bye. I didn't jump up and shout. Like, I always thought in my mind, I always thought the day I get that permanent job, the day I get that job, I'm going to shout, I'm going to scream, I'm going to dance, like I'm going to be so happy and so excited. Guys, when it happened, I was not. I did not do anything like that. I was just like, thank you so much for letting me know. Bye. That was my response. Now you might be thinking like, why would that be your response? After a whole 10 years, finally, the Lord came through for you. The Lord answered, like you got the permanent job. Like, guys, if you have been disappointed so many times and you have been let down so many times, you get to a point where you're just like, whatever. But I did not have that attitude towards God. I had that attitude towards those people and towards the people that recruited me, because it was the same people that, you know, previous times. But when it came to God, I was like, wow. I was like, you, Lord, Aibo, you are unmatched. You are unmatched. So I want to say to you guys that, yes, I waited a whole 10 years for the Lord to bless me with a permanent job. But I'm going to encourage you and say this to you, that in that 10 years, I did not go hungry. In that 10 years, I did not go sleep without food. In that 10 years, during that 10 years, I did not lack anything. Okay? I lacked nothing. Nothing. I had money, I had things, I had everything that I needed, I had it. And even more, even beyond. I had overflow of things, okay? I had so much more than I could ever imagine. I did things, I went to places, I went on holidays, I went here, I did the most in that 10 years. And the big lesson for me out of that was, I thought, me, with my small mind, with my small understanding, I thought that if I have a permanent job, if I get a permanent job, everything will be fine, everything will be sorted, everything will be good, my life will be perfect, I will be secured, and blah 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 blah. That is what I thought with my small mind, no? But it was just an indication to me that the Lord was saying, you don't need a permanent job for me to be God. Let that sink in for a minute. Let that sink in. My child, you don't need a permanent job for me to show up and for me to come through and for me, you don't need that. Permanent job, it's just a status. It's just a status. Why are you chasing the status? Why are you so desperate for the status? Why are you so desperately in need and desperately running and wanting the status? It's nothing more. It's just a status. That thing did not stop God from doing his best, you know? So I want to encourage you today that I shared this story with you, not to demotivate you, not to discourage you, but to tell you that where you are now, in this season of your life, is not a waste. It's not a waste. It's not by chance. It's not by accident. But I want to encourage you and say that enjoy the now. Enjoy the now. Because when God's going to show up, and when God's going to open that door, and when God's going to answer that prayer, it's going to happen quickly. It's going to happen swiftly. It's going to happen just like that. It's going to happen so unexpected that you won't even be ready. Like when they phoned me to say, congratulations, your application has been successful. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. And so because I was not ready, my reaction was, it was not there, right? It was not the way I thought. Like all these years, I thought this was going to be my reaction. Once I get that call, this was like, it was not. Why? Because I was not ready. I was not ready for God to do it like this, to do it sharp, instantly, quickly, swiftly. You know, all the other times when I applied, they let me wait for the outcome of the interview. They let me wait for this and that and that. But this time, when I did the interview, it wasn't like a week after they let me know, like, here's your assessment. After the assessment, it wasn't long. Like everything happened like this. I was still processing it, and it was happening. So by the time I got that call, I wasn't ready. I was not ready. I was just chilling. And I think I was sitting and waiting to be disappointed again. I was sitting and waiting for the call that said, your application has been unsuccessful. The vacancies has been frozen. Like that was in my mind. That was what I was walking around with. So I wasn't ready to receive what God had been working on. So I want to encourage you today that the now, where you are now, the season that you're in, the place that you're in, the situation that you are in, don't stress about it. Don't stress. Enjoy the now. Enjoy the current season. Enjoy the current. Yes, it might not be nice. It might not be a happy place or a good place or an exciting place to be in. But just remember that when God is going to show up, it's going to happen swiftly. It's going to happen quickly. It's going to happen instantly. It's going to happen just like that. Yes. So that is my encouragement. If I look back today on the 10-year journey, I would say that the Lord has been good to me. And if I talk about good, He has been good to me, has been faithful. Yes, I thought I needed a permanent job to secure my bag, to secure my future, to secure my balance. Like I thought that. But within that 10 years, within that 10 years, I lacked nothing. So I was chasing something that wasn't even, the Lord knew I didn't need that. He knew that it was just a status. You don't need it like that. Like, yes, it will be nice, yes, it will be cute, but you don't need it like that. Like, you don't need that permanent job for me to show you that I am great, for me to show you that I am good, for me to show you that I am God and God alone. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you putting this permanent job above who I am? Woo! Shaya! That's a word for someone. So the Lord was saying, why are you putting this permanent job in my place? That is my place right there on top. And you're taking this permanent job that you so desperately want, you're putting it in my place. Why? You cannot do that. You cannot put anything and anyone else in God's place. You cannot. There's going to be problems. And so it was just God. Through the 10 years, I'm going to say this again. I lacked nothing. I had nothing that I could not do or did not do. I could buy me clothes every week. Like literally every week I bought me new clothes. I could go on holidays every now and then. I could take flights. I could save money. I could do a lot, right? While working on contract. So where you are now, enjoy that season, because God is going to show up and you won't be ready. Make sure that you are ready. Make sure that when God shows up, you are ready. Make sure that when God answers the prayer, you are ready. Make sure that when God step in, that you are ready. Because it's going to happen like this. And with that, from me to you, until next time, with love, Liezel. Thank you for watching.